When he was stuck in the world of revenge. Part 6. Can your love cure him, or will his author point of view? With teary eyes, you were staring at Kevin's body. Yawn. Kevin. He was not moving. You stumbled to him and fell down near him, pool of gathering around him. You patted his face. Jan, no, don't die, don't. Cold shivers crawled up to your spine when you again heard the footsteps. You turned around, and the horrible dream was standing there. Taehong, you crawled back when he headed to you. Jan, why you killed him? I told you he didn't do anything. Taehong pulled you up from the floor. Ta, let's go. Jan, no, you killed Martin. Now you killed Kevin, too. I will tell everyone. You were screaming. His grip was hurtful as you were trying to get free. Ta, shut up and come with me. Few more people dressed all in black entered in the house. Ian, what is happening? You killed Ta. I didn't kill anyone. Tightly holding your face, he roared at it. Ta, for now, I am just saving you from getting arrested. Being scared, you had no words. Ta, clear her every sign and collect the evidence against killer, ordering the man he dragged you from there. Entering in a room, he left your arm and locked the door. Jan, will you kill me too? He sighed and turned to you. Ta, I don't like to repeat. Sit over there. He pointed towards the bed. Jan, why you brought me here? He rubbed his forehead and then forcibly took you to the bed. Pushing you over it, he sat beside you. Ta, why Kevin came there? Your tears were not stopping, and that was disturbing him. Ta, will you stop crying? Jan, my another friend was killed. How can you? He stood and was leaving. Jan, I want to go. Ta, don't repeat these words if you don't want me to lock you in that dark room. He left and you sat down on the floor. Jan, Kevin, you hugged yourself. You were called for breakfast, but you denied. And now you were sitting in dining room like a statue as Tehong had pulled you here. Ta, start eating. You did not. He smashed the plate on the floor, and you flinched to your core. Ta, what language do you understand? Huh? You felt his anger unfair. Yan, I just lost my friend. Ta, you already lost them. Now move on. Your heart ached at his cruelty. Staring up at him, you also hit the plate on the floor and stood. Yan, then why don't you move on from Daisy's death? Your hands turned clammy at the sight of darkness in his eyes. Ta, but you said he was moving to you as you stepped back. Your eyes tightly shut when he rolled over the chair that came in his way. Ta, Daisy was innocent, who was killed by your friends. Jan, they did not. Ta, every evidence is pointing towards you people. Your back touched the wall. While seizing, he curled his fingers around your that Martin. He used her like a toy. There were bruises on her face. She did not kill herself. His grip was soft. Removing his hand, he stormed out. Jan did really, Martin. He didn't let you go out. At night, you were crossing his room and saw him sobbing while holding a picture. Jan, they hung. He was startled. Ta, leave. But you came in. Jan, what happened? Why you? He was holding Daisy picture. Ta, I said leave. Hovering with his full height, he yelled. You saw pain hiding in that emotionless man. Jan, I will not. Ta, Jan. He gritted while his hand clawed on his nails, hurting you. His breathing was rapid. You didn't know what gotten into you that you slammed your hands above his under which his muscles were taut. His breathing slowed and his senses were calmed. He covered your back, and it was obvious that he was under the spell. He took a step and fell back on the bed with you. You parted. His eyes were no more of some dangerous wild man. It looks like you freed him from a prison. Jan, why you act tough when you are also like other normal people? You tried to got up at his silence, but his arms around you were stubborn. Seeing his eyes begging you to not leave, your heart melted. He shifted the position, and now he was. You touched the tears on his face, and he closed his eyes. He lowered and hid his face. His weight tipped you. I only had her, and now I am all alone again. His dairy voice made you arms. You were patting his back, and soon he drifted to sleep. You tried to remove him but couldn't, and closed your eyes. After an hour, he woke up. Feeling the softness, his eyes shot open. He pulled back his head and saw you, Tarshan. Mumbling your name, he went back to his feet and missed your touch when he lost it. He lifted you and straightened you on the bed. I wish we had met some other way. He and left. Next day you woke up and were alone in the room. You left his house and nobody stopped you. That went until with other feelings. You reached your home and it was all clean that you came to uni. Ava and Carlos were there. Carlos, Jan, where were you? You ran and hugged him. Jan, Kevin, he. Carlos, we lost him. And I was worried sick for him. Separated. They were looking at you with an inquiring gaze. Ava, where were you, Jan? Jan, I was at my friend's place. You don't know him. Any news about Kevin's murder? Carlos, no. The one who killed him sent him to his house. You wanted to tell them what exactly happened, but they didn't. Carlos, your number was off, Jan. Jan, yeah, actually I broke my phone. You came back to your home and the incident from that night was repeating in your head. Your heart pounded when the bell rang. Jan, who is it? Your voice was shaky. It's me, Jan. Tehang opened the door. You instantly unlocked it. He came in and his presence lessened your fear. You wanted to make coffee for him but stopped in the midway. Ta, Jan, you okay? Jan, exactly like this I went to kitchen that night. And then Kevin, standing behind you, he rubbed your both arms. Jan, the power went off, shuffling in the lounge. I was calling his name, but he turned you and you placed your head on his chest. Jan, I came to tell them what happened in the club that night. Dihang's face darkened when you tell him everything that Kevin told you. Jan, if you did not kill him, then who else would do that and why? You looked up. He can see that you were fighting about whether to trust him or not. I was outside in my car, keeping an eye on your house. I cannot force you to trust me. His hand softly wiped away your tears. He made you sit on the couch and settled close to you. That night, did you saw someone? I mean anything helpful? Sean, I heard footsteps. Someone was walking fast. The shadow. I am sure he was a well-heightened man. But Kevin mentioned a woman. He wrapped his arm around you when you looked more scared. Yeah, is it now my turn? Hey, I will not let them do any harm to you. You scoffed. Jan, can I think that I am safe with you when you had got my signs on those papers? You felt the distance emerging again and you hated it. Ta, I am leaving. You wanted to stop him. He left a phone on the table. For you. Call me if there is any need. He was walking out now. Few days passed and you didn't tell your friends about how Kevin was murdered. But now it was becoming difficult to stay at that place. You felt it haunted. Ta, All the papers ready for the meeting? Ian. Yes, sir. You two were again at the distance, but you can feel the silent care from him. He drops you at home, sometimes spots his car outside too. He always asks if you slept well, but his aura was still there. Taking the papers he left for a meeting while you stayed back. After an hour, you were clearing his table. Due to moving fast, you slipped and your hand pressed on something. You didn't fall badly, but the shock was worst when you saw the wall moving aside. You had only seen that in movies. Getting back to your feet, you went near it. Pictures of your foster parents, yours, and many other faces were pasted there. Shian, what is this? Fear was stirring in your stomach. Did you trust a wrong person? You felt for him who was holding grudge for all everyone near you. Your went dry when you felt his breathing falling on you. He was standing just an inch away. What a curious cat you are. To be continued, really sorry for such a long gap in update, but all thanks to you people who keep reminding me this one too. Thanks for watching and love you all.